Besties for the resties. With my new blonde hair, I'm looking, I feel like I look tanner. I also got sunburned yesterday. So anyway, that's not the point of this video about me getting sunburned. So we all know Felix is the king of baking, our little sunshine. That is why I'm wearing my sunshine jean jacket with a little kissy face. Doesn't match. I don't care that it doesn't match because these are the vibes for Felix. He is sunshine, he is sunflower, and he is kissy face. I'm blonde just like Felix. Felix is the king of baking. He is such a little cutie, sunshine, little king. You know, my Apple Watch, Lino and Ian actually just got them, so we were like walkie-talking each other and we were discussing how good the cookies were and how Stay needs to make them and how, like, I'm not in South Korea. I know, shocker. I have a confession to make. I do not live in Korea.
Wow.
I am actually in New York, so I cannot try Felix's cookies. Bleh. Boring face emoji. Since I can't try Felix's cookies from himself, I figured, why not make them? As we all know, America is pretty stupid and we don't use the metric system. The recipe was with using the metric system, but I found this recipe on Twitter and I'll write it down in the description. I don't remember what account I got it from, but someone was nice enough to convert it because like there was like, it said like 15 grams of butter, 20 grams, whatever the grams. We don't do that here. We're the only country that uses something other than the metric system because we're just, how many times can I say that we're stupid? So give it up for America. Give it up. We don't use the metric system and they trying to just do it in school, but they do like, it's like they teach it to you one day and they're like, yeah, who cares? The next day it's over. I have the recipe written down and I labeled it Felix Sunshine Cookies. What you will need for Felix's sunshine cookies, first of all, you're gonna need a multitude of bowls, okay? Bowls everywhere. It is bread flour, all-purpose flour, baking powder, salt, butter, brown sugar, regular granulated sugar, well, Costa sugar that they call that in England, you know, Costa sugar, instant coffee, eggs and vanilla extract and chocolate chips. So I went out and got the ingredients. Here we go. Are we ready to? Yay, yay, yay. They said, okay, so I don't have bread flour on it. Excuse me. What was that? I didn't have bread flour on hand, so I had to go buy some. But I did. And then speaking of that, do you guys hear that? You know what you're gonna need? An oven. They say 180 degrees Celsius, which is 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Because once again, we don't do Celsius in America, do we? Oh, we do Fahrenheit. So we are here for Felix Sunshine Cookies. And I am really excited because I've made homemade cookies before, but I've never used coffee in it. But yeah, like I said, I will write the recipe in the description box and let's get started, a little nerdy nummies. And we are in the fit for Felix Sunshine Felix, blur. And we're celebrating because, you know, the Skzoo bobs come back. I got really sunburned, besties. Anyway, we're here. We've got our utensils, measuring, not utensil. Now, the recipe said, well, Felix didn't really measure the chocolate chips. He kind of just added them. So that's what we're going to do. And I have semi-sweet chocolate. Can you hear me over the crunching? You need melted butter, half a cup, which is 1 stick for the people at home. You know, you're not supposed to like stand next to a microwave because of like the radiation. I was genuinely, here we go with the metric system, I was like a centimeter away from it. I was like this. In one bowl, you're gonna need the dry ingredients, and the next one you're gonna need the wet. But we're gonna do the dry ingredients first. You're going to need 1 cup of bread flour. Now, although my claim is that I love to bake, I could not tell you the difference between all-purpose and bread flour. I think bread flour, you just have to it makes it rise.
Wow.
I don't know. If I'm being completely honest, I'm also making a mess. Here we have the 1 cup of bread flour right in the bowl to the dust. It's all over the place. I'm making little songs. Bread flour. Okay. Yeah, this is like if you use bread, if you're making bread, obviously. All purpose, all in. Look at my tool, it says I love baking. See, Felix likes to bake, Lino likes to cook. Look at the little friendships here. 2/3 a cup of all-purpose flour. Now, I'm trying not to sound stupid, but I don't have that, so I have 1/3. So I assume 2 of those makes 2/3. So, just kidding. I don't assume, I know. We need a pinch of salt. I don't know what that means, so I took this from the table and I'm doing that because no one wants a salty cookie. Gosh, I totally ran over the baking powder. 2 teaspoons, not a tablespoon of baking powder. 2 teaspoons in. Okay, that's a baking powder, okay? Okay, besties? That's baking powder, not soda. They're not the same thing. Do not confuse them. These are our dry ingredients, okay? It's flour, just the flour, the baking powder, and the salt. So we're gonna give this a mixy mix, and then you're gonna put this to the side. You're gonna take this little bowl of flour, okay? And you're gonna say off with it. We don't want that now. No, we don't want that. Ah, it's hot. I melted the butter. Anyway, next you're gonna take your second bowl. You're gonna mix the wet ingredient. You're gonna take the 1 stick of the melted butter, the 1/2 cup, okay? 1 stick of butter right in there. 1 cup of brown sugar. You're gonna need 1 cup of brown sugar. Do you see the way I open this? I think that's probably the best way to do it. Now, let it go all over the place. What do we need then? 1 cup of this. Back with the cup. Now, with brown sugar, you wanna pack it in. You know what I mean? You wanna pack it in. It's like sand. So, the 1 cup of brown sugar, don't splash at me, right into the bowl. Then you're gonna need 1.5 tablespoons of granulated sugar, which is caster sugar, which is not to be confused with powdered sugar. No. So I'm using packets, which is completely stupid, but I don't have like a huge thing of granulated sugar. I don't have enough, but you know that 1/2 tablespoon, you don't need it.
Bruh.
Then you're gonna need, no, you're not, a teaspoon of instant coffee, okay? Oh, right in. Now that's interesting. I've never seen people use instant coffee for cookies, chocolate chip cookies. That's something fun and fresh, you know? And now we're gonna need a teaspoon of vanilla extract, you know. I can't open this vanilla. A teaspoon. Right into the bowl. Oh my God. That's why you don't do it over the actual bowl, because I just, whoops. 1 egg and 1 egg yolk. Now this is where it gets a little crazy, okay? You're gonna throw these out of the way. You don't want that anymore, okay? And you're gonna need an egg and an egg yolk. Besties, I'm gonna let you in on a little tip. Do not crack eggs over the actual bowl of ingredients, because if you get shell in there, you don't want that. So always a rule of thumb, put it in a separate bowl and crack your egg in a separate bowl, okay? So then if you see some shells in there, which I did, you're not gonna poison the people that you're feeding them to, okay? Unless, no, we're not gonna poison people here. So here we have 1 egg, okay? You're gonna want 1 full egg. The yolk and all the guts and all the gross, all in there. An egg yolk. Now, for all the chefs at home, you wanna crack the egg, okay? And you're gonna hold the yolk in the shell, and it's gonna get messy, okay? But you see this? You're gonna let the yolk drip the guts all over the place, all over the... It's a little disgusting. Sorry to the vegans, it is pretty gross. I would love to go vegan. This is pretty disgusting. You're gonna flop it back and forth, okay, in the shell until you just have the yolk. And then you're gonna put the yolk in the bowl. So now you have a bowl of yuck. A bowl of yuck. That's what you have, is a bowl of yuck. Put that to the side because we don't worry about messes right now. Now before I go on any further, my hands are full of egg guts, so I'm gonna wash my hands. Now I'm pretty sure we've finished with the ingredients, right? We added the yolk, we added the vanilla, we added the sugar, the brown sugar, the butter, You're gonna wanna mix your wet ingredients, which is the sugar, the butter, the egg, the coffee. That smells good, doesn't it? I'm gonna tell y'all right now, that smells delicious. So this is all incorporated. Great. This is the wet, the big moment. You're gonna wanna take, remember the dry ingredients? You're gonna wanna take the dry ingredients and slowly incorporate them into the wet. Because, you know, you could splash this whole thing in here and mix it, but you would have a big mess. You would have flour all over the place, and no one really wants that. I mean, maybe you do. If you do, do it. Great. I just don't. And we're gonna mix, okay? And you have a good time mixing. You get in the groove. And we'll take the rest and we'll mix it. So we mixed, and this is our dough. She's looking beautiful. She is beauty, she is grace. And now it smells delish. And now we are going to be adding the chocolate chips, the main event, if you will. Now, Felix said as much as you want, or maybe he was using a recipe that says as much as you want, and I don't really know. I want there to be enough, but not where there you can't taste the cookie. Let's add a cup, you know? Maybe we'll add a cup and like a dash more, like that. And then we'll mix and we'll see how we're doing. This looks like Felix's dough. This is Felix's dough. I mean, besties, that looks perfect. You need baking sheets. People are honking outside. They want the cookies. They know what's happening in here. They know. You're gonna take a tablespoon measurer, a tablespoon, and you're gonna scoop, 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 because Felix makes tiny cookies, so we're gonna make tiny cookies. Now, I'm not sure if it's a non-stick pan he used or he greased the baking sheet, but we're gonna do a little guessing game. We're going to do whatever feels right. We're gonna grease the pan a little bit. Okay, besties, you see this? We got the cookies all on the thing, and now we're gonna, oh, did you see that? No, you didn't. This is the mess I made, haha. Hee hee. Hee hee, funny mess, haha. So quirky. We're going to put them in the, oh my God. We're gonna put them in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes, besties. And I will see you when they come out. My package just arrived from South Korea. Felix sent me the cookies and they have arrived. Thank you, Felix. No kidding. So Felix, the sunshine cookies just came out of the oven, in there for 10 minutes. And there's more in the oven now. This Joe made a lot of cookies. But you know what it's time for? The big taste test. You guys can see those? Okay, those are gonna fall. I'll get a good angle shot of them after, but they smell delish. Can you guys see? They smell delish, and they're cute they're a little misshapen, but here it is. And we will try it. I'm excited. Felix, this is for you. That is incredible. Oh, my cookie. Let's see the cross section. Okay. They're really good. You can taste, they're nice and chocolatey and delish, but you can taste a little hint of the coffee, and it makes it like a mocha. Y'all seeing that? And they're nice and warm and ooey gooey. Felix! Imagine working for Skzoo and for JYP, and Felix comes in with these. Wow. These are delicious. And they're like not so heavy where you think it's like gross, and they're not too light. They're the perfect texture. And I mean, Felix made them, so why wouldn't they? No, I'm kidding. If I do say so myself, Daily Danny, the good baker, the undercarriage is looking beautifully golden. And they really taste good. Like the little hint of the mocha. They're not dry. They're not gross. They are perfect. And the instant coffee gave it a little bit of a flair, you know? Let's get a few of these. The rest of them are in the oven, but wow. Would you look at that beautiful cookie? Felix. What a time this was. What a time we had making Felix's cookies. And look at them. They're delicious. And this just proves that Felix is the sunshine, kissy face, vibes, great, good, fun vibes of cookies, of baking. When Skzoo comes to the US again, and when they come to New York, I will, if they want me to, I will be the official Felix cookie taste tester. Or, you know, we could bake together. That's what they write about in the history books. Well, that's what they will be right. That's what they will write about after it happens.
Ew.
Skzoo come back, Stray Kids, all in for the cookies and the baking. Anyway, thank you for watching, besties. And Felix is the baking king. And if you want to make these, I suggest you do. If you are from a part of the world that's not America and uses the metric system, I'm sure you could Google the recipe or find his recipe, because like I said, for the 85th time, America's stupid and we don't use that here. But if you're from America, the land of the silly gooses, I'll have the link in the description. The recipe. Anyway, I'm losing it because I just tried Felix cookies. Anyway, thank you, besties, and I'll see you in my next one.
Yeah, a little vamping. And guess what? No one opens the door!